to the Virgo Verdict. I'm your man Will B with the host Sherrod Coyne and female host Tracy Ricks. We're gonna give you some good information about what's going on in the world via social media and things of that nature. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to comment, or request some information for the Virgo Verdict. And don't forget to subscribe, submit, and join the Virgo Verdict on YouTube. So let's go. What's the topic for today, good friends?
So today, y'all, we are talking about, um, well, on the socials, there's a young lady who says some interesting things about the men folk. I'm gonna play a clip, and then we're gonna respond to what she says on the clip. Y'all can respond too. So here we go.
They lied to us. They told us that the only provision a black man can give is money, and we ate it up. They trained us to make finance the primary focus of our relationship with him. They taught us that if he's not giving you money, don't even let him be a father to his child. If he's not giving you money, he has no say so. He can't tell you nothing. If he's not giving you money, he can't make the rules in the house because who's ever making the money makes the rules. They reduced the black man's value to his wallet, and we went along with it. And now we can't even see the priceless value that he brings that has nothing to do with the paycheck. Because a real man brings more than just money. He brings direction. He brings guidance. He brings leadership. He brings protection. But if all you're looking for is cash, you'll miss all of that. Some of y'all would rather have a rich man who's useless in every other area than a man that could actually lead you and build with you. And that's why our homes are broken.
Okay. What y'all think?
The young lady speaking some facts because it's not all about the money. I mean, two parent household works very well. I will say that some single parent households work well, but I know for sure that single male households work better than single female households. You can look it up and do your statistics on that. My man Sherrod is the statistic expert. He would give you those numbers if you need them. But I grew up in a two-family household. It was sort of chaotic at times, but it wasn't just about the money. My dad taught us principles. He taught us morals. He taught us how to get out there and get that money to take care of your family and do things of that nature. If it was all about the money, he probably wouldn't have been around anyway, but he was there to provide, protect, and profess his love to his children, to his lady, and we all grew up never really in a lot of trouble. The trouble that we did to get in, it was very minute. It was mostly in school and things of that nature, just protecting ourselves from bullies and different things like that. But none of us have ever been to jail out of 7 or 8 people that he raised. So that means he was very prevalent in that household. And when you reduce it down just to money, if you got a baby daddy or something like that, I don't know the situation because I've been a full-time dad all my life for 35, 40 years. So I really don't know the dynamics of being a baby father, if you would, to a baby mother. So I really can't speak too much upon it. But the people that I do know that's been in those situations, it's sort of chaotic sometimes because some of the women do pressure the men to come around, but when they do try to come around, they deny them because they don't have that paper in hand. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did nothing. School started. How come you ain't did this? Wait, I've been giving you something for a minute now. What are you doing with the money that I have provided? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I really can't speak too hard on that because I'm of a two family household and I've been raised my children in a two family household. So that's my point on that.
Well, I was raised in a two-family household. My shit was chaotic. It was, y'all. So, I really think it depends on the people.
True.
Just because man is in the house doesn't mean that he has other things to provide, other than money. Because my dad, was a maniac, like literally. He should have been clinically diagnosed with schizophrenia, psychosis, whatever the fuck was wrong with him. So just because a man is there doesn't mean that he is um submitting um the things that his family might need. Shit, this nigga was terrorizing us.
Wow.
But he had so my mother's story is that he was the lesser of the two evils. And me and my siblings always be like, well, damn, how fucked up was it at the grandparents' house? Because if he was the lesser of the two evils and you chose him,
Right.
shit was fucked up. And she was from a two-family household. So um I do think so. I had some questions about the video, like who is they? When she says they told us this or they told us that, who is they? Is it the government? Is it your ancestors, your family? Who is they that told us this thing? Um, I also don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with being a gold digger, as long as the people that you are in pursuit of understand that that's what you are. I can't say, what works for another woman is what will work for me or what won't work for me. Hey, if you a gold digger and that's been working for you, do that shit. But just understand that there are certain consequences or responses to that type of thing in the pursuit of that type of relationship. You're gonna get a certain thing in exchange. And I feel like if you a gold digger, you gotta understand that. Um but as far as I would love it if the world could experience a two-family household where both the parents were emotionally, physically, and psychologically viable. Everybody doing their self-work and everybody has something to contribute other than money. That would be great in a perfect world. But we don't live in a perfect world. And sometimes this shit out here is hit or miss with relationships. You might get into a relationship with the best of intentions, and you might be in a relationship with a monster. It could be a man or a woman. You get married, people show up as their best representative, and you be thinking you done married the person of your dreams, and then you get into the marriage and decide to have kids with this person and discover that this person is not who they presented themselves as. They are not who you thought that they would be in a relationship. So, I think it really depends on the people. I think that some like we have, and I'm talking about in our community, taken relationships too lightly, I think, and parenthood too lightly. So, like in our communities, people just get pregnant. They don't necessarily plan for pregnancy. I think that when pregnancies are planned for, then, you know, that means that now I got to have a discussion with my potential baby's father. We're planning for a child. And so I think that's the time when you have to ask the hard questions. Like, if XYZ happened, we had this baby, if XYZ happened in the house, what is going to be your response? What do you think you should contribute to the growth, happiness, and well-being of our child? Like, those are things that need to be discussed during the planning process. But we aren't doing that. We just getting pregnant by we having sex, we fucking without protection, and we getting pregnant. Nobody's planning for it anymore. Nobody's planning to be a parent. Nobody's planning to um have a family. And I think that because we don't plan for these things, then fucked up shit happens when the baby is a result. So again, I just think it's the person. I think it's the people. I think that there are conversations that need to be had before you get into an exclusive relationship, before in that relationship you decide to have children with another person. I think some serious vetting has to be done, because just because the man is there doesn't mean he's emotionally stable to be a father or is resourceful enough to be a leader. One would hope that they are, but you know, it takes some serious conversing and also some serious self-work. What are you contributing to the relationship? How are you going to contribute to the relationship? Um, those kinds of things.
Has it been reduced to money though, Tracy? When it comes to
Um, I think that that's what the internet would tell us.
that.
But like for real, I think that's an internet thing. And y'all, I have a real issue with the social media because it's hard to discern what is real and what is just for clicks and likes,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Because a lot of the things, people are getting major money on social media. So the more provocative the story, the more shocking, the more clicks you get, the more money you get. So I don't know what's real out here or what isn't. I know in my circle, we don't operate like that. We don't place value on people just because they have money, particularly our romantic relationships, because it's been my experience that the men who have had money that I have dealt with have been fucking assholes because that money, in their mind, the money gives them something. It puts them in a certain position where they can respond to other people in a certain kind of way. And I don't like that shit. And that's not all of them, but it's a lot of these niggas out here that be like super paid, be fucking assholes. I don't want to deal with these fucking assholes. So when I go out and consider somebody for a mate, I consider like who they are as an individual, who they are as the whole person. The money is the last thing. Although I would like for them to have it, I would like for them to be resourceful. I would like for them to take care of their own shit. And if they can, if they have it, shit, buy me gifts. That's one of my love languages. I like that, but that's not the premise upon which I'm gonna date they asses. For me, it's deeper than that. So I don't know, and I still want to know who they is, who convinced us of these things.
All right. Well, who is they? That will be government, feminist, sisterhood, bitter brother, feminist. Government came with the welfare program.
uh,
White feminists convinced black women, hey, do it this way, and we be all good. Meanwhile, the white women generally keep their families intact. The sisterhood has got on the internet and really made it a thing that if you
yeah.
don't have money, then your value as a man has
Yeah.
diminished.
Uh,
And a lot of men even feel this way. And that's why I tell you, you can't, your manhood should not be based upon your wallet. If a man got to stand on his wallet to be taller, he's a shrimp. Feel me? So that's who is they. Now, when we look at have men been diminished to their wallet as far as the child support system goes? Of course, because anybody could tell you that I was in the system, so I fought that system for over a decade, and I've had many many men that I've helped. The funny thing is, helping men that really didn't have anything to say to you, but then when they realize, hey man, can you help me out with such and this and that and the other, and when you go into that courtroom, because all your business is just out there in the open, it's out there. It ain't like you. It's not like the rich people. The rich people get to go into a room, private room, and kick it. Our shit is just out there in the public. So you hear the different stories, and you realize that, man, this man over here fighting to be a part of his child's life. She's fighting to have control. Hell, in my situation, it was, I don't want you to be a part of the kid's life. I want to reduce you down to every other weekend, or and supervised at that. Right. So fought that battle. But then when you realize, and then you ask, when people say, well, what woman choose to be a single mother? Every woman that takes a man down to court that is willing to be a father to his child, and she says, I want him to be every other weekend or supervised visit, And when that man says, you know what, fuck it, I'll take this little weekend bullshit, that's all I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna pay you this little money they give you. That's all I'm gonna do. So then all of a sudden now he ain't shit. He's a deadbeat. He's this. He's not a deadbeat. He's compliant.
There you
He's
go.
doing what the court told him to do.
And what
So,
you asked.
yeah, what you asked. So
Yeah.
now when a woman says, hey, well, I'm about to go out of town. Can you watch the kids extra? No, I can't, because we're
Or
not going to play this game. Every
weekend.
time
I got
you want to rip and run and have fun, then I can see the kids. But then when I want to see them, when like, hey, you know what? Me and my lady, we just had another kid, woo, woo, woo. And can I? Nah, you fuck that. So when we look at the role of the role of man, period, in society, you got look at all the men on that's making a lot of money with the following, right? They'll tell you in a heartbeat, if a man is not a 100% provider, he's a dusty bum and this and that and the other. So it's like either I'm wealthy or I'm a bum. There's no in between, especially for black men. There's no in between for us. Now, the single mother experiment has failed. Let's just look at the community as a whole, right? And when you break down single father household, two parent household, they give you the best results. And that could be proven through the statistics. When you look at the prisons, when you look at all the children that are having babies prematurely, dropping out of school, alcoholism, suicide, they all have one common denominator: absent fathers. We just have to be brave enough to say, ask ourselves, why are those fathers not there? And let's be honest, because it's not all abandonment. You know what I'm saying? I can break down 10 reasons, and on another video, 10 reasons why this father is not in the household. And it's not abandonment. We can just break it down in two categories: abandonment or parental alienation. And a lot of women will fight you. Hell, sometimes I'll be like, hey, I'm about to go pick up Shorty. Woo, 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 woo. By the time I get there, she not here. You know, it's like, what the fuck? And then when you say, fuck it, I'm tired of it. Oh, you need to fight harder. No. I shouldn't have to fight at all.
all right at
I
all.
shouldn't have to fight at all. So and Tracy said something about having this conversation. You know, I tell young men, bruh, before you procreate with a young lady, if you don't see her in your future, I don't whether it's a wife, long time partner, whatever, however you want to call it, if you can't see her past the bedroom, put a condom on, bruh. Or don't
So
mess with her at all, because condoms break. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess with her at all. You have to have a serious conversation, because you have to discuss religion, education, political affiliation. There's so many things you have to discuss, because these things break up households. You feel
yeah.
me? You know, you can, hey, how do you discipline your kids? Hey, I whip my kids, and she might be like, I don't want nobody hitting my kid. So these conversations must be had. And then, Tracy, you're right. When it comes to just because a man is in a household, that doesn't mean it's going to be A-OK. That don't mean it's going to be 100. Because guess what? A lot of times, women choose the wrong companion based on the wrong shit. Oh, damn, he look like he fly, look like he got money. Oh, look at his sweatpants. Oh, he got the big bulge, the whole nine. And they pick the wrong motherfuckers and then have kids with him and then expect him to act right. And that's not how it goes. You know, sometimes the best person for you may be the person you're not even attracted to if you want to have a kid. And sometimes you got to change your standards in order to find the right person, the best person
And
for you.
sometimes these motherfuckers be out here lying and pretending they something that they not,
And you know what?
Sherrod, more often than
Hit
not.
it
And
on
then let's
the
put it
head,
this
sis.
way: if
Hit it
women are
right on
so
the head.
smart and this intuition stuff is so, oh, women's intuition is this, you should know he full of shit anyway. Every
There you go.
woman should know right
He's
off the
fake.
rip. When a man come up to you, he want to fuck
Say
right off the
that.
I
rip.
mean,
Soon,
yeah,
soon as I say hello,
that sounds great in
But
theory, but in practice, it's not real. Like I'm a woman,
how
so I
often,
know
how
what these
long
niggas
do you
do.
let a man play you?
I've been got
But
several
how long do you
times.
let? How long do you look? Okay,
It's
just
not
say this nigga
long.
play you for a year. How long afterwards before you say I'm done?
After the year, after I found out that I've been played,
Yeah.
I immediately exit the room.
Okay,
Once I
this is
found out,
you.
once I had the
This
inclination,
is
oh,
you.
this nigga lying, oh, he ain't right, I'm
See,
out immediately.
you
we
though,
can't base it on we see when we
But
when
I
we do these.
refuse to believe that most women, I
I'm
refuse to
telling you,
believe that
I
most women
I'm
forego their
telling
intuition and intellect
they
just for some
do
dick. I
on a
refuse to
regular on
believe
a.
that.
Hey, look, it ain't just
I
dick.
want us to do a
Dude might
poll.
have that money,
it
cause
ain't
see
just dick
y'all
though, T.
y'all
What you
created a
say?
monster out here with these men. Y'all created a monster. Y'all came up with 6 foot tall, 6 digits, 6 inch dick or better, 6 pack. So when that motherfucker got those things, he's the prize. And he's gonna treat you like you are privileged to have them.
Hmm.
That's the whole thing. Y'all created a monster. Just like when men go crazy over these chicks with BBLs and
So
fat
wait, we
asses.
responsible for these niggas out here ain't who ain't shit?
No,
Is
no,
that
you're
what you said?
responsible for choosing them. You're responsible for choosing. Just like when I go fuck around and have a baby with a chick that I don't want to even fuck with, that's my I fucked up. I
Hmm.
take responsibility for that. All the women that I've had children with, I'm not beefing with them nowadays, but guess what? It's my fault. It's my responsibility for having children in the situation that I had them. I can break down each situation and blame, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's my fault that I had children out of wedlock. It's my fault I wound up in the at the front of the court. And the reason why I take responsibility is because if I take responsibility, then that means I got control over my life.
Come
So
on.
when women tell me that man tricked me, but you want to tout how smart you are, this nigga ain't got a GED and you got 400 degrees, and he still played you?
Yeah.
Sometimes these niggas is real savvy, Sharad. Like for real. I mean, talk to me when you turn into a woman who dated one of you niggas.
Hell,
Like
we
for
we
real.
we we, we date women that's fucked up,
And that's what I'm saying though. Like
and I
it's
take
niggas out here
responsibility
fucked up,
for it.
and some of them are very savvy. Is all I'm saying. I
But
cannot agree with most women just out here choosing fucked up niggas.
okay,
Niggas is
women are
just
women
fucked
are
up
fucking
out here.
around choosing men based on, oh damn, it look like he got some money. That's the new thing going. And then
But
you
how do we know that's the new thing going based on the internet though? How do we
it
know
ain't the
that that's the
internet.
new
It's
thing
it's
going?
it's life period. I speak to a lot.
Mhm.
I've spoken to a lot of women outside the circle of women that I know. I go to gyms on
Mhm.
a regular basis. I kick it with women. I kick it with men. And when you hear the
Mhm.
stories out there, it's like, wow, this shit is
Yeah.
fucked up.
I hear the stories from the ladies as well, man. Got a lot of female friends as well. And just the idle conversation about gentlemen and things like that, you hear it. Like, whoa, that's y'all be coming across some knuckleheads, but also they be looking for that guy with that nice whip or that nice house and how much in their pocket sometimes. It's like, yo,
And then also too, y'all, it's a lot of people, a lot of women out here who suffer from loneliness and who will settle for some bullshit. Who will, like some of this shit is unavoidable in some of these women's lives because hey, they like I was at the gas station the other day, and y'all know at the gas station it's always some dude who works at the gas station,
right.
and usually you could tell he ain't got much. But I saw him, this guy that's at every gas station, try to talk to a woman at the gas station. And I watched him for a minute. He was choosing the women who look like they might have had low self-esteem or who looked like they would accept him. And one woman did.
Mm.
And when I looked at her, I made a judgment. She probably needs some companionship, like for real. Cause, it's what, 8 women to every man out here, to every one man out here. She look a certain kind of way, probably is a certain kind of way, and she happily gave that man her phone number. She didn't even consider not giving it to him. She gave it to him quickly because I was in the gas station about 15 minutes. And she was like the third woman this man had tried to talk to, and he got her number and everything. And I was wondering what kind of situation in her life she had to be in to look at this man and say, okay, I'm gonna give you my phone number and the time of my day. I wouldn't have just by looking at this nigga. I wouldn't have just because he's the nigga who works at the gas station. He probably getting paid under the table. He probably not making $15 an hour. As a grown ass person, these are things that you have to look at and consider.
Well, you
I
just
don't
proved the
want no
point.
man who works at the
Men have
gas
been
station
reduced
getting
down to their
paid under the
wallet.
table.
But
Huh?
You
isn't
just
that
proved that men have been reduced down to their wallet. Like you said, he
God? I
lying
just
like
gonna
he
say,
was.
isn't that sort of judgmental? Because maybe
Yes, it's judgment. Absolutely, it's judgmental. So, as a grown woman at 54 years old, I should not consider that. Is that what y'all saying?
you're right. You got your
I
options.
sh- I should I should be okay with the man who probably don't have no place to live. You can look at him and tell he hungry, he dirty. He ain't making $15 an hour at the local gas station. I should be okay with dating this man
Nah.
You
You,
should be okay
at
dating with
54 years
whoever you
old.
feel comfortable with, and that's all I'm saying. That's just like me saying, "Hey, bruh, she had over X amount of sex partners. You think you want to hit that ass, bruh? You think you want to keep that around?" Hey, if he say,
And
"Bruh,
some brothers gonna
she
be like, yes.
right," because,
Yeah.
hey man, she
And
treat
and
me the
just
way I
like
want
some
to be
women are gonna
treated.
be like, okay, it don't matter,
Yeah.
I don't care. It's just not for me. And my in this stage of my life, yes, I have to make certain decisions based on what I want for me. Because if if I don't put a
Right.
boundary or a limit on it, like, okay, I can't date a man who work at the gas station. It ain't got nothing to do with his money. If you working at the gas station and you my age, that means something is up. That means something has happened to you in your life or is currently happening to you in your life, something that I don't want to deal with.
it might be a second hustle because some people
Right.
just
I was
like.
getting ready to say that.
I
It
mean,
might
That could.
be his second hustle.
they
But
know.
if I looked at him and I exercised my discernment, that means that he's not the man for me.
Okay,
And
understood.
and
He's
and
the old
that's.
girl who gave his number to him. That's
But you know
that's who
what?
he
That might be the perfect guy for her though.
Yeah,
it might be, and I hope it is. I
yeah.
You know,
hope it is.
I've had some people get a little upset about a comment I made, and it's like, yo, we've taken a bunch of just fuckable females and made them feel fine,
Hmm.
and they're acting as if, I had to tell a friend of mine, I said, a man does not notice the imperfections of your body until your attitude make me look at it.
Yep, to it matches it. Yep.
Meaning, if you want to act like your shit don't stink and you better than this, and that, and I'm like, whoa, 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 hold on. Don't have me start pointing out some shit now, because I seen some shit. But normally, don't give a fuck. It's about your treatment. It's about a woman's attitude towards things. And black men are the most disrespected person on this planet. It's not black women, because every time you have a black woman empowerment, you got black this for women, the whole nine. But when it comes to black men, disrespected, the whole 9 yards. And we are expected to take it on the chin and just say, oh, that's just how women are. They disrespectful to us. I mean,
But
I'm
what
not the
I've
one that's
noticed,
going to sit back and
bro,
take it.
what I've
Yes, sir.
noticed though, bro, is not the disrespect to all of us. It's disrespect to the ones that call themselves niggas. Because the professionals, not the professional, but the brothers like us that stand up, we have the opportunity. We get that. Some of the sisters are looking at the so-called brothers. It's just the dynamics are a little bit different. So the disrespect is not to all people, all men out there. It's just only to a certain select people. I've noticed that. I haven't really run into a lot of the
I got to
disrespect.
disagree with that, bro. I'm
So,
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause Tracy made a statement earlier that she's dealt with niggas that had money. He was an
true.
asshole, right?
Yeah.
Just because you got some money, that doesn't mean a woman's gonna like you because of the money. Because there's some lame dudes out there, and a female will play him and disrespect the shit out of him because he got money. And he could be an upstanding guy. You know,
Mhm.
okay, put it this way. Let's go back to the Russell Wilson Future
Oh
comparison,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Nobody,
Okay.
no black man. Well, I know you and I know I can speak for you. We don't hate Russell Wilson because he's a good guy.
No, not at
Most
all.
of the time, I look at Russell Wilson and say, "Damn, you could have done better than that." But guess what? Russell's happy, so
Yeah.
I'm happy that Russell's happy, right?
So, yes, sir.
And he's got a beautiful family, right? But it's the futures of the world that get the best of a woman in the early stages, right?
True.
Because hey, they love that bad boy. They love that dude with that swagger. They love he's the bad boy. He's got a little bit of money, notoriety, the whole 9 yards, and that's how it is in the hood.
True.
So black men have it don't make a difference how much money you have. You're going to get disrespected at some point until you put your foot down. And what I'm saying is, black men have started to put their foot down. And now all of a
Yeah.
sudden everybody is, oh, we're tired of this black men versus black women dynamic. Y'all wasn't tired of it when we was getting dogged out every day and not saying nothing. Now when we tell the other side of the story, now motherfuckers tired of the goddamn argument. Well, let's not argue. Let's put all the topics on the table, discuss them, and then leave them there and look for the solution. That's all I
That's
think.
what I'm open to. I'm open to finding a solution to this disparity that's happening in Black male female relationships. And I'm not just talking about romantic ones,
Right.
I'm talking about Black men against Black women, period. Black women against Black men, period. This shit has got to stop. It's getting on my nerves. I'm tired of talking about it. Like, what is we gonna do? We can talk about it to death, but what is we gonna do?
It's how we
How we
speak on
gonna
it,
fix
though.
it?
It's how we speak on it, though. Because you and I, Tracy, because you and I, Tracy, we can sit down and talk about damn near everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no emotion behind it. Even if
Mm-hmm.
even if it's a passionate topic,
Yeah.
the passion is on the topic. It's not towards each other. And
Right.
that's what we have to do. We have to take that passion, put it on the topic. Stay on the damn topic.
Like,
And
don't put
see, I
your
got
emotions
this
in it. No,
thing.
no emotions in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Leave the emotional out of it and let's just talk
Let's
about
kick
the
it.
problem and come up with a solution to
Mm-hmm.
fix it.
Yep.
And
That's
see, that's how I am in relationships. It's us, me and you,
Mhm.
against the problem. It's not us against us. We love each other, right?
No
Mm-hmm.
doubt.
You know, we in a relationship, we love each other. We want to stay in a relationship with each other. So let us together figure out the problem. But here is the issue though. You got people in the world who themselves who have not done their own self work.
Yeah.
They haven't fixed them, or they haven't embarked upon this journey of self discovery. They haven't reached self actualization. So those people can't be invited to the conversation yet because they got to do some personal resolution first. They got to take their own inventory first. How we gonna fix something and you the problem? You part of the
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So those people, a lot of the time, don't even know they're the problem. They don't even know they have an issue. They don't even know they have to do self work. They, perfect in their
Yeah.
own minds. You know what I mean? So if we invite those people to the conversation, and there are many, then the conversation gonna become skewed and diluted because they coming with their unhealed selves.
Because that's why the conversation can't be all inclusive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it has to
Right.
be
How do
amongst
we
the
vet the
people.
people?
Yeah.
How do we vet them? How do we get the people of like mind into the conversation and ready to work on solution? How do
You know
we
what?
how do we get those people? And
I
how do we
think,
say you other motherfuckers can't come?
By doing what
well,
we're doing now.
right now,
Just
yeah.
the conversations, letting the people who are like-minded comment, click, and join. The people who aren't like-minded still gonna have something to say, but 9 times 10 is gonna be on a negative uh, form. The people
Mm-hmm.
mind is gonna say what they need to say, and respect to what we're saying, and say, hey, how can I be a part of? What can I do to join? And the ones that's not on that spectrum gonna have, oh, y'all on some bullshit. Woo, woo, woo. They gonna be in them comments like that. So
Mm-hmm.
let it be, and that's how we decipher, what's what. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how we get on that same playing field where we can have these conversations and then maybe recruit some of the ones that sort of on the borderline to say, hey, I know what they're saying. I don't really agree with it, but where can I go to get on that playing field to see what they're saying? You know what I'm saying? So this is the way we get it done.
Because I feel like this. You know, I was looking at a Facebook post today, and then dude, I ain't gonna name his name, but dude was like, "Hey, I'm going to debate any man that wants to come on my page and debate." And in my mind, I was like, that is such a woman way to look at it.
Boy, get out of my head. I
What you mean by that? What do you mean by that? It's a
just
woman way to look at it.
Because now, if you want to, if I say, Will, I want to have a discussion about who's the best between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. I'm not going to ask him to debate me about it. We just going to talk about it and kick it. I'm not going to say, Will, meet me here at 12 and we're going to debate. We're not doing that. And we're not on the fucking debate team. You feel me?
So why
So
is
you,
that a woman thing though?
because
How does
women
that
are
equate to
mostly
women?
argumentative.
Yes.
That's
And
all
I'm not
debates
finna
do is,
call nobody and ask to debate them and they say yes, Sherrod. Who is
huh?
doing that? I said I'm not finna call one of my homegirls and ask them, can we have a debate? And she say yes.
I'm gonna find.
Nobody's
I'm gonna
doing
go to the
that.
what's her name and send. I'm gonna send you the screenshot. There, you will see it.
And if they are doing that, Lord help us. Because who the fuck is doing that? I don't know anybody, y'all, that would call somebody else and say, or go online and say, you bitches can debate me. I don't know anybody that would do that. I would never.
Okay, get ready to look down at your phone.
Is this somebody that you know?
No, no. Well, you know him. I don't know him personally, but
Okay.
he said I'm gonna put this out there for anybody that want to debate.
I
I,
don't know
I,
that that's a female thing, Sherrod. I think you need to retract your statement.
no, no,
I
no,
do.
no, hell no, hell
Because
no.
what females doing that? I don't know any.
Because
I don't know any. I've not seen this on
females
the
are natural
internet, and it's a
debaters.
whole lot
That's
of
what
shit to be on the
females do.
internet.
That's what females. No, that's just life. That's us
That's
growing
what
up.
females do. What do you mean by this?
I just
I
said
am
it.
a female,
You
and I
just
have
said it.
not
You
heard of
actually
You're
this.
said it.
proving
What
it
are you
right
doing right
now.
now? You're debating him right now.
I haven't asked him for a debate, though. I'm just asking for clarity and information. If you gonna say something, back that shit up. It's all I'm
I'm
saying.
I'm backing it up because most women think that they are more intelligent than the average guy. And when a guy says something to a female, she's gonna automatically go against them, or y'all debate each other on a regular basis.
So wait a minute. That's your basis for saying that is because
It's what y'all do. It's what y'all do all the time. Y'all are very argumentative. Yes,
I
y'all
see. I
are.
think I don't like this
Hey, look.
generalization
Hey,
here.
look. Hey, put it this way. I know it's not your circle. Y'all don't do it. Okay, think outside the circle.
I am thinking outside the circle. And I
Well,
know that there's a subculture of women that like to debate. And there's a subculture of women that like to, I don't know, put peanut butter in their ass. I don't know.
That was
Just saying.
far
It's
in
if you look for it, you'll find it. I mean,
Oh Lord, that was a big ass point. Okay.
you will find anything if you're looking for it. I mean, for
So,
real, I just don't think most women out here just like, I want to
okay,
debate you.
put it this way. Growing up, growing up, older men told me, if y'all about to fight, fight. Never argue with another man. That's shit women do. Women argue. If you're gonna fight,
Hmm.
go ahead and do it. Other than that, just walk away. Because they say, from a distance, never argue with a fool. From a distance, people they won't know
They
who's
won't
the
know the
fool.
difference.
right.
So, the men around me and men I know outside of my regular circle, they'll tell you, hey, arguing, what is that? Or they'll tell you that's a woman thing.
The woman thing, for sure.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay.
Average
Well,
don't like
here's one
arguing.
thing. Here's one thing. How is it that now that men are pushing back against the narrative, now you got this culture of, or I mean, this group of people now that say, "Oh, y'all sassy now." Oh, so that's sassy for a man to push back?
No, I've seen sassy men, and that's not sassy. And
No,
I think that
you,
there's pushback
Tracy. I'm
on both
trying to
sides,
tell
though.
you. Like
I
I said,
do. I think
I'm
there's
about to send you
pushback.
to. I'm about to send it to you.
I've seen, yeah, and I know it's some sassy men out here, y'all. Some men out here
It
being
is.
sassy.
Hold on, but
They be being sassy.
sassy is usually attached to women, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what they
well,
say.
no,
I don't
come on now,
understand you looking
come on
like
now.
your point has been made. I don't even understand what I
The
don't.
point is made is that if debating is a sassy thing, that's a woman's
How is
thing.
the how is debating sassy and they got debate teams
Didn't I just say
in
earlier? It's
colleges?
either a woman thing or you on a debate team. We're
That's
neither
what he
one.
that's what he said. I concur. We can back and play
That's
Wait a minute. Wait a
it.
minute. So let me get this straight.
hmm
If you're debating, that's a woman thing.
Debates
So
usually turn out to be arguments in the first place. They become heated. That's all. That's what I'm trying to get to. For another man to invite, debate me over such and such. Why would I want to debate you? Because you feel the way you feel, right?
mhm.
Okay. Case in point. Me and Will debate about the Lions and the Bears. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna get Will to change his mind on the damn Bears. Ever.
Who's so
He's
ever,
not gonna get me to change my mind on the Lions. Fucking
never,
ever.
ever.
So guess
Okay.
what? I just accept the fact that he liked the Bears.
And I said the
He
he
accepts the
like
fact,
Lions.
and we
That's
keep it moving.
Y'all,
That's
I feel you because who wants to argue? Who wants
thank
to
you.
debate? I
that's
don't.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't.
Because here's my take on things. Convince, convert, connect. I'm not trying to convince nobody of anything. I'm not trying to convert your mind from
Mhm.
whatever it is you think. I
So
just want to connect with like minds and open minds.
come on.
And let's have that conversation.
Let's just have a
Because
conversation.
if you're coming in already with this rigid stance, I'm not going to change your mind. That's going to turn into that debate. And then we're going
Mhm.
to be going back and forth. And we're going to be going back and forth, not trying to find a solution, but trying to prove who's right.
There you go.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to debate nobody. Now we can have a discussion.
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
So
I'm always open to discuss,
Keep
yeah.
and
talking.
I'm always open to hearing other people's viewpoints.
There you go.
And if their viewpoint is something that I can adapt, if it makes sense, then I will. You know what I mean? If it's not a matter of my mind being changed, it's a matter of me taking in knowledge and information. And if it
And
makes sense, it
understanding.
makes sense. You can't
Hmm.
deny what makes sense.
Right. And that's true. And that's a good way to
Now,
live. And
I just sent it to y'all phone.
my
Okay.
phone, well, I get it.
I'll check it out. I'll send y'all a response back.
I check it out.
Okay,
And that's
y'all. So,
so
go ahead,
when it
Sherelle.
boils down to it, you know, I for me, and my experience shows me that men have been reduced down to the size of their wallet, and it's not just women doing it; it's men doing it too. Because I believe when men have a little bit of money, and they feel that they are above other men, of course they're gonna go with the thing they feel they got more than another man.
Mhm.
This same individual that I sent you a picture of, he says women should not choose men based on being attracted to them. Well, how
Mhm.
else are you going to choose anybody if you don't know them?
The initial per part of wanting to talk to someone is the
It's
attractivity.
attraction.
Is
Yeah, that's
Oh,
attractive.
how you gonna meet
yeah.
people. That's how
Thank
you
you.
gonna
Let me take
even
my
get to know if they got money or not.
until
Thank
she
you.
opened her mouth or something, whatever. But it's just that's the initial. Oh wow, something made you want to go and approach that person, maybe female or male.
It's called
Something in that
lust.
person. Ooh, I'm about to go shoot my shot. You know what I mean? So I don't
Yeah.
know what old boy talking about. He on some goofy shit, man.
Hey,
Okay, world. So there you have it. Um, have black men been reduced to their dollars, to their wallet, the size of their wallets? I don't know. I don't know this to be true. Maybe I don't know, naive. I should say that because I just don't believe that what they say on the internet is what's happening in the real world. I really don't. I think it's all bullshit. I really want to get down to what's true about black men and black women and us in relationships, and um I want the real deal of what happens between us in relationships, not what the internet says happens. I want to know what's happening in the real world between black men and black women. And I want to know what's happening in the real world between black men and black women who decide to be in relationships. I want to know what's happening in the real world between black women and black men who decide to be parents. I want to know what's happening in the real world between black women and black men who decide to be parents and not be together anymore. I want to know what the fuck is happening in the real world between black men and black women. Not the shit that they tell us is happening on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I want to know what the real shit is. And if
hey,
that
but look.
shit that's being depicted on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok is the real shit, kill me now. Shoot me
Hey, look.
now
Let me
because
let me tell you this.
I'm
You
sick
you
of this
know
shit.
you know why the social media apps are the real world? Because everybody's on it. Now you can get on there
Faking.
and be anybody you want to be. It's Fantasy Island,
Hmm.
right?
It
Yeah,
is. It's
sure.
It's
Fantasy
Fantasy Island.
Island.
And everybody's on there giving their opinion, giving their thoughts on stuff. You know, everything ain't bullshit on the internet. I've learned some cool shit on the internet, right?
Me too.
And
Yes.
everybody want to throw around change your algorithm. No, I love hearing everything. I want to hear all the bullshit, the good shit, the dumb shit, cause I like to laugh at motherfuckers. I want to hear it all. And the reason why I say it's the real world, well, it's the real world as far as I believe a lot of people, I think people tell their truths on the internet because you don't know most of the people on there. I don't know
Hmm.
95% of the people that I'm friends with on Facebook. I don't know them in real life. Hell,
Hmm.
my circle probably this big in real life. So, you know what I'm saying? But I think people are comfortable enough to tell their truths because 9 times out of 10, most people don't know you
Yeah,
personally.
trust,
That's
trust.
just my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
My thought is, I think we have been reduced to the dollar in some sense of the word. Um, for some of the men, and in other parts, I say no. But what you were saying, Tracy, let's find out how we can get this together and what's really going on in the black household, what's going on with the men and things like that. I say, people of the social media world, let's find out. Let's revisit this with a few more other people on our platform, and let's talk about it. This is the Virgo verdict, but let's get some Libras and some
Let's step
Leos.
out. Let's step
Let's
out
step
and do some live shit.
really find out what's
Because
going on
That's what.
in the universe with black men, black women. How can we fix the dynamic and come together and unify? Let's talk about it. So get in the comments, send those subscriptions, say hello, and let's get some feedback and let's revisit this with a platform of maybe 6 to 8 people, women and men, and let's talk about it. What y'all think, Virgos?
I'm down with it. I'm down with it. I want to
Yeah.
talk to some real people anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
not that y'all not real, but some
Damn.
additional real people.
Like this, you suspect no.
I want to see. I want to hear some other verdicts, some other opinions. So I'm down with that. So y'all,
That
the
sound like
call
a
we
plan,
have
Virgos.
Will be has put the call out. If you all are interested in carrying this topic further, email us at virgoverdict@gmail.com. Or put it in the comments. How, if you want to be a part of the show, we would love to have you. We would love to have some other opinions of some other astrological signs. So, and we want to know your verdict too. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Peace.